Hello! Right, now we are going to demonstrate a little bit like how you can practice sparring without any protective equipment. There are some rules here. So the rules are, we are not moving at the moment, there is actually quite a little space here. But the thing is that one of us will attack first. Let's say it's you. And then my job is to block the attack and then counterattack using some of the options what we have. So the attacker, when he attacks, he will attack and stop the weapon where the attack goes. So this is done slowly first. If you have protective gear, you can go fast. We don't. So he will leave the weapon here. And then my job is, wherever my sword is to block this and then choose my counterattack. And of course I will leave my weapon then where it is so that he has the possibility to block it and counterattack. And then we go back and forth. So this is a good way to practice actual sword fighting. And be careful about the fingers. Be careful about not hitting his sword so it hits your own head, of course. So this can get very dangerous if you become excited. So how this starts? You can have either leg forward. We are not moving much here anyway, maybe just a little. So he will attack. My sword is here. So he tries to go for my head. So what can I do? I can block it here and then cut his leg. So now he has to block this and then counterattack somehow. So my weapon is now below here. So remember, do you go left, do you go right, do you go up, do you go down? So then I decide that, okay, I'm gonna be going up, cutting here. Now it's his turn. So you always leave your weapon where it actually goes. So now I can go here, cut him here. His turn. He cuts my leg. I cut his head. He cuts my head. Cut his head. Cuts my leg. Cut his leg. Comes in. Cut his leg again. With the following parry, come in here. Cut the leg. So always watch where your sword is going, that you are not hitting your opponent's fingers or anything like that. So now I can go here. So see how this works? So the shortest distance is this, but you can also try these longer ones. So there are no rules. You can only just choose the side and do you want to go up or down. And you will start to find out that some of these are faster counters than others, or make more sense. So now you see how the sword fight actually starts. And then we pick it up from there. So this is the way to practice now free-form fighting in a controlled manner. And of course, if you have space, you can step around and obey the rules of stepping. But now we are doing this very, very slowly. So much better way to practice today in the modern world is to put on some protective gear and then go full speed, but stepwise, but with some rules still, but goes full speed. It's much better, you learn faster. But if you want to do it in the medieval way, this is the way how you do it. So this will be very slow like this first. And when the skill levels improve, the speed goes up. but it's always the idea that you're not going to hurt your opponent. And one historical note, at least one thing I know was done, because these swords are very tough, they hit very hard like this, they can break bones. So people actually use the flat. So this is more flexible, not much, but flexible like this. So you put your thumb here, and then when you are playing, you are actually hitting with the flat. So even if you accidentally slap somebody to the head, it's not so bad thing. But at least this was done in North Africa. I don't know. But they used sharp weapons. Also in Caucasus, actually, there are some old films. If you had saber and this was the sharp edge, they were turning around and play with the blunt edge. So that's historical. They were not stupid. They were not using protective equipment necessarily, but if I like slap you here, this is maybe okay.
Yeah, but still hurts.
Still hurts. Yeah. Do you want to compare to this?
No.
Okay. So this is how you practice medieval way. Okay. See you next time.